Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the greatest whack job of them all? Is it this one, or that one, or this one, or that one, or this one, or that one? Who's to know? It is July 17th, 2026, and Donald Trump delivered in prime time the most unhinged address of his entire sordid duration on the national stage, which is saying something because from dawn till dusk, it never stops. The lies, the idiocies, and the delusions. There's something that we need to talk about that we don't, and I don't understand why. Maybe it has to be idiotized down to the simplest level. If I shoot you in the knee, you'll probably live, though not walk very well. If I shoot you in the heart, you'll most certainly die. And what Donald Trump is doing is shooting America not in the knee, but in the heart. For 250 years, people have fought and died. Terrible, gruesome, violent deaths to maintain American liberty, freedom. The country was founded by people who deposed a king in a violent revolution standing for political liberty so that their children and grandchildren and descendants could live in peace. John Adams talked about it. I must study war, he said, so that my children may study commerce. And there's poetry and the arts. What the founders saw was a great, powerful, rising republic built on a foundation of freedom, anchored by the simplest concept, but the one Donald Trump hates the most, that we are a government of the people, by the people, for the people, and we decide who is granted power for a temporary duration of years with limits on it, because our rights are never to be trifled with. Our right to our conscience, to our faith and religion, to speak, to assembly, to live. And this is substantially and fundamentally and absolutely at risk in this moment, where Donald Trump's masked thugs roam the streets shooting Americans with impunity while claiming it was they who were threatened by their automobiles, with lie after lie after lie. And the signs of decay are everywhere, all around us. The lying and the extremism and the insanity never stops, particularly on the subject of 2020. Jay Clayton, 25 years on after 9/11. We'll remember that soon. 25 years to the day when the planes flew into the towers. Bin Laden's belief that by doing so, he could destroy the United States. But he could not destroy the United States by flying planes into buildings. What could destroy the United States is flying Donald Trump's insanity into the Constitution. That's what could destroy the United States. And 25 years on from that day of violence and mayhem and death, the National Intelligence Director nominee put forward by Donald Trump cannot, will not answer a question about who won the election. And I can answer the question. It was Joe Biden, because the American people fired him before tragically hiring him again. But in the sick world of MAGA, the only elections that are fair are the ones that they win. And the ones they lose, well, that's cause to take away your right to have any say at all through a vote. And it's unacceptable. So yesterday, we witnessed insanity raining down like a Hurricane Katrina atop the Capitol, as the lawless and corrupt Todd Blanche sat there over and over and over again, defiling the concept of the rule of law in this country with each breath, while Donald Trump guided by a whack job Hall of Fame of conspiracy theorists, took to the airwaves to make disclosures about the flies swarming around inside his head, agitating him, keeping him awake at night, unraveling him mentally. This man is unfit, but none of us are.
This is worse than any third world country. There's no third world country that has elections like we have. In a rare move, NBC and ABC Fake News have both said that they would not cover this speech. They knew what it was about because of the fact that they don't like the topic, because they know how corrupt our system is and they don't want to reveal it. They and others in the media are part of a plot. They want to continue this fraud for whatever reason. They want to keep it going. They want to protect the radical left. They can't have a great country, and that's true. You can't have a great country without free and fair elections. Fraud like this should mean a revocation of their licenses. They use our public multi-billion-dollar in value airways for absolutely no money. They pay nothing.
Are we hypnotized? Have we been stupid into an imbecility that makes it impossible to see the flames, the danger coming closer? Donald Trump aims to deny the American people in this coming election their ability to restrain him by electing a Democratic majority. He has declared it, he has asserted it, and we all must oppose it. Because the American way of life is at stake, there are no workarounds. The idea of doing away with elections or counting only the votes that are your voters doesn't work in a free society. And it won't stand in the United States of America.
But most importantly, addressing this crisis of election security demands that Congress must pass the Save America Act. How easy is that to do unless you want to cheat? The only reason you wouldn't do it is you want to cheat because your policies are so bad and your candidates are so pathetic that you can't get away or can't get elected any other way. This landmark bill requires that all voters must show photo voter ID. How simple is that? Could I have your photo, please? Photo voter ID. All voters must provide proof of citizenship. Are you a citizen of our country, please?
This man is a pig, and he's a fool. He's a rapist, and he's a felon. He's an insurrectionist who's lost a war to Iran, and he is falling apart. He is despised by a majority of the country and opposed by 70%. The Republicans who have yoked themselves to him are going down, and those of them that die while going down, like Lindsey Graham, forever will rest in the disgusting, putrid sewer of his shadow. And that is the warning.
Where the living presidents our privilege was to serve. We've been watching on the sidelines, here's what we've observed. The country that we left you is now getting out of hand. It's clear it's not the nation that our founding fathers planned. It's time to rise up as a nation who is tired of this shit. It's our duty now to make our stand and give their ass a kick. All we have to do is grab the problem by the throat. It's not rocket science, just get off your butt and vote. The GOP will use their tricks and scams in every way. It's the only thing they care about, the only game they play. They call us libtards, Democrats. They say that we are woke. We're more than woke, we are awake. And they're about to choke. We're the living president. We felt we had no choice. Your nation really needs you now, and counting on your voice. It's really up to us to grab the problem by the throat. Remember this November to get off your butt.